At first glance, inflated job titles seem harmless. A little ego boost. A fancy LinkedIn update. But beneath that, there's a cost most people never see. You might think title inflation is harmless. A small trade-off. A bit of creative language. But the reality? The damage is everywhere. Start with internal dysfunction. When titles don't reflect real responsibilities, nobody knows who actually does what. Two people can have the same title, but completely different roles, different workloads, and different pay. And that confusion spreads. It creates friction. It builds resentment. It slowly erodes trust inside teams. Because when effort and recognition don't align, people notice. Then comes the hiring nightmare. Recruiters are flooded with resumes that sound impressive, but say nothing. A chief happiness guru. A growth ninja. A transformation lead. What do those actually mean? Nothing concrete. And for the person applying, it becomes a problem. Many professionals now struggle to explain what they actually did, because their title doesn't translate. The very thing meant to elevate their profile ends up weakening it. And then there's the most dangerous cost of all. The credibility trap. When you accept an inflated title, you're not just signaling success to others. You might start believing it yourself. You look successful on paper. You sound important in conversation. But underneath, there's no real growth. No expanded responsibility. No meaningful progress. You're stuck. Not because you lack ability, but because the system gave you the illusion of advancement instead of the real thing. And over time, that illusion becomes harder to escape. Because when everything sounds impressive, nothing is clear. Even skills get lost in the noise. Capabilities like leadership, communication, and strategic thinking, they stop standing out. Because titles have stopped meaning anything. But here's the turning point. Some organizations are starting to recognize this. They're stepping back, simplifying, rethinking how roles are defined. Not to remove structure, but to restore meaning. So now we know the damage. Confusion, mistrust, and careers stuck in illusion. But if titles are failing, what replaces them? Because that's where the real shift begins.